Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Superior, and thank you for watching Superior Thinking, where we are committed to an intellectual integrity and a moral honesty. And today we're going to be talking about Mr. Beast and his recreation of Squid Game. Now, trust me, I did not want to do this video because I already know a lot of people, especially in my lovely comment section. These beautiful people just love to support me and love to have these intellectual conversations where we build each other up. um, I didn't want to do a video because I didn't want to seem like I'm nitpicking at everything. Okay, but Mr. Beast, well known on YouTube, he recreated a popular series on Netflix, Squid Games, and I seen the show. I love the show. It was amazing. It had an amazing message, and when I heard he recreated it, I watched the video. I'm one of those, what is like 20 million people who watched the video. I watched it. I was actually entertained by it. I loved it. It seemed like the people who were participating were having genuine fun. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the show where people were dying, crying, sad. I'm pretty sure they cried off the set. But he gave people money who didn't even win. You know what I'm saying? So overall it was a win. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to tell anybody how they should spend their money. If you're a millionaire or if you're broke as dirt, if you got $1 or $1 billion, you can spend it however you want. You can buy a pile of cocaine if you want. Do what you want. I mean, I suggest it, but if you want to do that, do what you want. A lot of the controversy was Mr. Beast spending $3.5 million to recreate this. Now, like I said, you can do what you want with your money, and if you look at the TV show, it kind of has that same feel. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying Mr. Beast is a little tone deaf and not really understanding what the show was all about. It's all about rich people using their money, using their power, using their influence to draw in people who are in financial desire. You know what I'm saying? Who need money, who are on the brink of just hitting poverty. You know what I'm saying? Using that money to make them play children's games and possibly dying, which in the show a lot of people died. And like I said, Mr. Beast didn't go to that extreme. He gave money to people who didn't even win. But I do kind of can see where it just seems a little weird. Like you're mimicking a show and you're the rich person. You know what I'm saying? Normally in a show like that, people root against the rich person. But in this instance, you know, you may not want to try to relate to the enemy of a show. Like you don't want to be Thanos in anybody's story because Thanos was a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? You should not be the Thanos or be something like that in any situation. But like I said, it's really just like cutting hairs, splicing hairs when you're trying to make that distinction between the show and Mr. Beast. If Mr. Beast, as popular as he is, as many young people that watch him on YouTube and everything that he does, he raises millions and millions of dollars for a lot of good causes. He's helped a lot of people just with the money that he gives away, things that he you know, buying homes for people, even though he might get a tax write-off of that. Maybe not, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty confident that he does. But if Mr. Beast really wants to change people's circumstances instead of changing people's moments, which is good. If you gave me $2,000, that would help me for a month, a couple months, you know what I'm saying? But if you really want to change people's circumstances, there's a way to do that. One, you would have to fight for a higher minimum wage. You like I said, you can get someone $2,000, you can get someone $50,000. That might hold them off for a couple months, especially depending on where you live. I live in Colorado. $20,000 will go less in like a half a year, and that's just two bills. You know what I'm saying? So if you change people's circumstances and give and fight for a higher wage, you know what I'm saying, that will change their circumstances because now they're making more money weekly, or their paychecks are going to be bigger. You know what I'm saying? And when people's paychecks are bigger, that means they are able to kind of climb themselves out of poverty, which, I mean, that sounds crazy. Like, give people more money, they cannot be poor. Like, that's kind of how it works, right? So like I said, I'm not against Mr. Beast or anyone giving money to like charity or whatever, but there's a way to kind of solve that, or at least get close to solving that, and that's increasing minimum wages. Another one, looking at my notes, another one is healthcare. A lot of people go broke trying to just pay for healthcare. I am lucky enough and blessed enough to not have to go to the hospital like every month or twice a week. Like, I've heard stories where people are constantly having to go to the hospital for, you know, things going on with their body that they have no control over, and just seeing the amount that they have to pay. And it's not just a few people here and there, it's most Americans, which is crazy. And just the amount that they have to pay is more than rent. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. So if Mr. Beast can be a voice and tackle that, I think that will once again change people's circumstances and not just help them for that moment. Another one is prescription drugs. There was a story where a lady says she has to pay like $800-900 a month just for some I think she was diabetic or something like that, and it's like $800-900 a month. I would not, I could not pay that if my health was being attacked, and they said, hey, Mr. Superior, you have to pay $800-900 a month to get your medicine. I could not do that. That is way too much, and there's millions of Americans who are struggling with that, who have to ration their prescriptions to kind of make it a little longer, and they're dying because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they just don't have the money to keep buying prescriptions, $800-900 and even more than that. So if Mr. Beast took his platform, took that money, and just like fought against that, I'm pretty sure he would do better than 90% of these politicians, because Mr. Beast is an outsider. He has nothing to do with politics. So if he was to speak on something like that, I think a lot of people will be paying attention, and maybe, just maybe, make some change that would help people's circumstances.